Hello guys, I'm Gaming at the Dhar Mann 2, team builds home of LEGOS by DharMannStudios, as well as links to the channel in the video description, and as always, let's begin, shall we?
I spent all night on that!
Trust me, I'm doing you a favor. Oh, look. Dad just got home from working a double at the hospital.
Oh no, I can already tell what's gonna happen. His dad is not gonna like it.
Cody! What have I told you about playing around with these toys?
They're not toys, they're my life.
Pick them up and get to school now.
Bro, are you like not gonna help me at all? You know, not everyone's family is sitting on a pile of cash. Some of us actually need a good grade in this class for college. Cody!
No, oh no! This is really bad.
If I'm not wrong, isn't that the thing where you put bacteria in it so that you know how contaminated something is? Because if that's the case, then oh boy, these people are in a lot of trouble.
With all that bacteria being released
Yep.
into the air, I mean, it could be poisoning the entire class already. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, what do we do now? Wait, why is nobody else freaking out?
Because he's kidding.
Aren't you Marissa's younger brother? Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was a test just to show that this guy's not focusing, because like the fact that he's the only one who believed it pretty much shows that he pretty much like wasn't I guess focusing.
I guess sometimes the apple does fall far from the tree, huh?
Flipping the motto on its head. I like it.
Stand being constantly compared to my sister.
Honestly, dude, I'd be more worried about Mr. Proctor calling your dad. You know how he gets.
Check it out. My channel just hit 100 subscribers.
Wow, dude, that's not that many. But hey, at least you don't need that to work out.
Not that many? Not that many? Who the hell are you comparing him to? Like, my guy, try your hand at content creation, then tell me how much 100 subscribers is. I want you to try it. Like, I have been doing this whole reaction gig for like a year and a half now, something like that. And yet, I still haven't reached 100 subscribers. That just shows you how big 100 subscribers is. I have been doing this for almost a year, or like even a full year, something like that. Like, maybe even a year and a half. And I still haven't reached 100 subscribers, even after all that time. That shows you that 100 subscribers is a lot, you freaking piece of... No swearing. No swearing. I almost lost it there. Like... Stop being stupid. If you're gonna compare, try content creation first and then tell me how much 100 subscribers actually is. Anyway.
Family's loaded.
Can you at least pretend to be a little supportive? You're my best friend, but it's starting to sound like you're a lot like...
Okay, this isn't a daycare center, you know. Maybe it's time to let go of the Legos. Hey, Damien, catch.
Stop, wait.
Oh.
Come on, babe, let's ditch these losers.
For real.
Okay, that woman is pretty much is pretty much a new level of evil. Like, I thought I have seen it all when it comes to these evil bullies, but this woman is a whole nother level. Forget bullying a random kid. How about you bully your own brother in front of everyone? Like, like usually in these types of stories, the bully has a soft spot for their sibling, or like maybe they do have a bit of a hard spot when it comes to their victim. But like, you know what I mean? Like, this time is the complete opposite. She bullies him when she's his sister. Honestly, I'll give Dhar Mann this. He actually changed it up for once. Like, I legitimately thought I had seen it all when it comes to this, but nope. I guess that's how Dhar Mann decides to do something new after all. Anyway.
Cody! Care to explain this?
I mean, I passed, right?
Come with me. I want to show you something. This is what's called a legacy. Just passing grades will not keep this legacy alive.
Guess who got an A+ on their AP Bio exam? Hint, it wasn't Cody.
Cody, are you washing your Legos in the kitchen?
Oh, looks like little baby is playing house with his toys.
Don't tell me you gave him the legacy talk again. What's wrong with him playing with Legos?
Playing with Legos will not pay the bills. Just like playing with clay will not pay the bills. Can you imagine if I let you spend all that time and money on a dead-end career like art?
I'm sorry. A dead-end career like art? Like, are we not done with this trope? Like, every time art is mentioned like it's a deadbeat profession that will never lead to anything. Like, do you know how many portraits and paintings were made by artists that are worth millions of dollars? Like, yeah, most of those are by artists who have long been dead. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, there are artists that are successful. How do you think they earn money, huh? How? Do they work a second job alongside it? Obviously not. And, like, how do I say this? Oh, yeah, like, I'm honestly surprised that his mom and dad pretty much saw his sister bullying him. Like, I think his name is Cody. I don't know what his sister's name is, but, like, you two saw your own daughter bully your son, and you didn't stop them? Like, it's one thing if his sister is bullying him behind their backs. It's another thing when their sister bullies him right in front of them, and yet they don't say a thing. Really? Anyway.
I'm gonna do what's best for this family, whether you guys like it or not.
Jacob. New schedule.
Wait. You're cutting my hours?
I'm cutting everybody's hours.
Check it out, you guys. It's just like the real movie. Look, I know not everybody agrees with what I'm doing here, but I want to give a big old gracias to the 100 of you who do. I know 100 subscribers might not seem like a lot, but to me, it really is.
Oh, were you recording?
My God, did you really have to stop the entire recording? I saw it. I see OBS. Like, did you really have to stop the entire recording? Like, may I remind you that there's an entire button for pausing? Just pause the recording and you don't lose your progress. Done! Anyway.
You have put so much work into all this.
Well, it's kind of the only thing I care about. Not that it matters to Dad.
Honey, your dad has dreams of you following in his footsteps. The two of you having a practice together someday.
Never too young to get educated. Here you go. Future doctor needs the right tools, you know? Come on, smile there, kiddo.
Okay, like this is the bad way of trying to get your kid to learn something that you want. Like, don't push it down their throats if you want them to actually want it. You know what I mean? Don't shove it down their throats. You know what I mean? Like, if he had encouraged his son slightly by making the steps sound more like a game, it would have worked. But nope. Anyway.
This is an emergency tracheotomy procedure. Can get a little bloody.
What a child. Look, I know what it's like not to be able to pursue your passion. And your father only wants what's best for you.
But what's best for me is Legos. I mean, I know it sounds dumb, but
It's not dumb. It's just that you've been working on it for so many years and you've only got like 100 followers.
subscribers,
Subscribers.
and I have.
Okay, good for you, but you're gonna need 1 million to change your dad's mind. And until then, focus on your studies, okay?
Focus on my studies. Focus on my studies. Dude, I need to get like 1 million YouTube subscribers pronto. How do those big YouTubers do it?
I don't know, by doing something massive.
Something massive it is.
Okay, no, it's not exactly like that, okay? Like, first of all, there's something that I feel like you need to understand when it comes to YouTube engagement. It is that the bigger you are, the more people your content will be automatically recommended to. Like, for example, if you were to compare this video that you're watching right now of me to, let's say, a big YouTuber, the difference is that because the big YouTuber has a lot more subscribers and a lot more views on average, their video will automatically get recommended to a lot more people compared to my video. Like, that's why even if you do something massive, it's not gonna catch up right away. That's why you don't want to put all your effort on one video. Because when you're still small, that your video is not gonna get recommended to as many people. Like, remember, when you're a small creator, or honestly for a situation like me, pretty much still non-existent, like, you're depending on the first group of people that are seeing your video to like it, because you still can depend on consistent subscribers watching your videos. So if the first group likes it, it gets recommended to more people, and if the more people like it, it gets recommended to the third group, and if the third group likes it, it gets recommended to the fourth group, so on, so long, so forth. Like, that's why some videos die and some videos don't. It's because if the first group that watches that gets the recommended video to them don't like it, that video is dead. It's buried. It's done. So, like, doing something massive is not gonna automatically solve the issue, because you don't have as much reach as let's say a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers, because said YouTuber will have his content recommended to a lot more people at once, especially considering he has subscribers as well, and, like, you know, consistent subscribers, people who will watch his content in full. But you're not like that. Your content is not gonna be recommended to as many people right away unless every group who sees your video likes it. Like, do you guys understand what I mean? Do you guys understand what I mean, or did you get confused halfway? Like, basically, just as a summary, because of the fact that his channel is still small, his videos are not gonna reach as many people as a big channel right away. Basically, that's what it is. Anyway.
Come over and we can brainstorm.
I can't. I have to go, and I've worked. Hi, Grandma. Sorry. It's time for the pills.
You know what? I want to ask any Americans who are watching this, how the hell did this get to $26,000? Because, like, I know as much as anyone that even in the US, $26,000 is a lot, and I mean a lot of money. Like, I know this. So, like, you know what? Let's look at this. Like, this isn't the best shot, but, like, the closest we could get. So, like, I don't know why, but for some reason, the zoom feature isn't on the website like it is on the app. So, I'll try to get closer to the screen. So, we have Okay, I'm not. Initial consultation is 350. 3-day hospital stay is 9,700. Is that 9,700? Like, how? How are these true? Like, genuinely, how? Like, I know most people, I don't think most people ask for, like, the list of fees. They just accept the price. But, like, how does all of this add up to, like, 26,000? Like, oh yeah, the 3-day hospital stay. Like, you know what? Yeah, you're totally right. A 3-day hospital stay costs as much as a person's 2 months' salary. How does this make sense? Like, I know that Americans themselves complain about this. It's not like this is reasonable even to Americans or anything. I understand that, but like, can someone genuinely explain to me with a straight face how the fees get this high? Like, is it just the hospitals being greedy for the sake of it, or what? Because since when was a 3-day hospital stay more expensive than a 2 to 3 months old 2 to 3 months American salary? What? The Anyway, let's continue.
Sorry it took so long, bro. My grandma's.
Love her. She's amazing. Hey, can you grab that box for me?
How much did this cost?
$500, probably. I don't know. I just charged the Amazon account. Dad doesn't check.
Cody, you're volunteering at the hospital tomorrow. Be ready to leave at 7 a.m. sharp.
Dude, it's 7 a.m. You better get some rest. Your dad.
It's about to be proven wrong. Besides, I'm not planning on sleeping tonight.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with the montage. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, still not done. I'm not dealing with the montage, okay? I ain't risking it. Like, not only to save your time, because let's be honest, this is kind of useless. Like this is the type of situation where honestly the destination is more important than the journey here, because I'm trying to save your guys' time, especially because like I think it's reasonable for me to assume that you guys already watched the original video, so why would I waste your time by doing this? Okay, anyway.
Hello, nice to see you. Hey, wait here. I'll be back after these rounds. Come on.
I honestly, that shocked me as much as him.
Now, what'd this remote do to you?
Sorry. This TV's just old and dumb, and I'm bored. I've been here for months and there's nothing to do. I'm Francie, by the way.
I'm Cody. You know, if you are bored, I'm sure you could get your family.
They live in San Diego. They work a lot, so it's hard for them to come see me. I just can't wait to get all better so we can finally go to Legoland.
So, you like Legos?
You have got to be kidding me. I know you act like a child, but I didn't think you needed a babysitter. Do not bother my patients. I'm very sorry, Franny.
It's okay. This is the most fun I've had in a long time.
How about I leave these Legos here with you, huh?
How was Take Your Lost Cause to Work Day? Oh, but before you leave, don't you want to tell Dad about your little shopping spree? On Amazon.
Wait a minute, let's check. $170 and $90. What the?
What is this? You spent thousands of my hard-earned dollars on your waste of time hobby?
What?
Okay, wait a minute. Thousands? Where did the thousands come from?
On Amazon.
What?
Okay, this is definitely fake. I know that the purchase history does not look like this. Like, can't you even pull out a real one? Oh yeah, it's because you don't actually want to pay for them, so you pull out this thing that looks totally fake. But anyway, like, where the heck is the thousands of dollars you got from? Like, if we want to calculate here, don't worry, I won't take long. Like, I'm generally good enough at math. So we have $50 with 160, that's $210. $90, that's $300, and $169, that's $470. Of course, I rounded the 99s up to the zeros to make it easier. But essentially $470, not even around 500. So like, where did you get the thousands from?
What is this? You spent thousands of my hard-earned dollars on your waste of time hobby?
What is with all the yelling?
Take a look. From now on, under my roof, you play by my rules. If not, you can go build a house out of Legos and live in that.
Okay, no. Like, as much as DharMann wants me to say that Cody is the good guy in this situation, no, Cody's the bad guy. Like, let's assume that his dad is completely correct in saying that Cody spent thousands of dollars, even though the amount I calculated was like 470. I might be wrong since I didn't recheck, but like, anyway, let's go by 470. It's not like the difference would have been that much. So like, my guy, if Cody actually spent thousands of dollars, then he truly does not understand the value of money. Like, who spends thousands of dollars on Legos at once? Like, you know, buying a big set every once in a while to build out your channel, sure, why not? But all of that at once? Like, the guy generally does not understand the value of money. Like, I feel like anybody can agree with me here. If he spent thousands of dollars purely on Legos, then he genuinely does not understand the point of money. He doesn't understand the value of money. Like, honestly, he deserves for his dad to yell at him. You cannot convince me otherwise. Like, think about it again. Cody spent thousands of dollars of his dad's money on this stuff at once. Thousands of dollars. My God, do you not value money? That thousands of dollars could have easily been rent. Anyway. Congratulations. Your room has become a safety hazard now. This room is basically a killing machine for your feet now. Congratulations.
Well, look at that. Someday you will be a real doc, just like your dad, huh?
What's the matter?
I don't really want to be a doctor, but Dad says it's a big risk to try to make money with Legos.
Well, you want to know what Grandpa Jack says? I say, the biggest risk isn't chasing your dream. It's spending your life wishing you had.
From now on, under my roof, you play by my rules. If not, you can go build a house out of Legos and live in that.
Of course, that's how he had to get the idea. What are you doing?
You're always yelling at him.
Well, some kids just need to learn things the hard way.
And sometimes you need to believe in people. You are doing exactly what you did to me, to Cody.
Okay, look, like with Cody, it's a bit more justified. Like, art has proven itself for centuries, if not millenniums, that art can't pay the bills. Forget centuries, how about a millennium? But Legos, like, look, let's be realistic here. Like, look, think about it. Content creation in general, no matter what side you're on, what you're creating, it's never consistent. Like, if there's the one very bad side or like very bad disadvantage about making money online is that most of the time the money isn't consistent. The amount of money you earn every month simply isn't consistent. So like I kind of understand why his dad would think that him being a doctor, because you know doctor is both stable, earns a lot of money, consistent, and you're not at risk of losing your money. Because remember, a channel could easily just fall off. It's not like a channel will keep getting the same amount of views consistently if they don't. Like, at some point, the channel will die. And what will you do by then if you haven't saved up? What will you do, huh? Like, at least being a doctor means you get a stable job. Like, I'm trying to be realistic. Just because I'm trying to be a content creator doesn't mean I'm gonna immediately side with Cody. I'm trying to be realistic over here. The whole point of this is for me to be realistic. That's the whole point. Anyway.
What are you talking about?
You know how much my art career meant to me. But you forced me to throw it away and become a stay-at-home mom. So you could focus on your career. You may think you're doing what's best for him, but what you're doing is what's best for you.
Okay, honestly, that's even worse. Forget him not letting her do that just because he doesn't think it's worth it. He made her do that because he's like, well, because I'm a doctor, I won't be there all the time. So you have to let go of your dreams to become a stay-at-home mom because I'm not gonna be available to babysit the kids. See that logic? Like, my guy, that's the selfishness at its peak. That's selfishness at its finest. Like, so you essentially made your wife a stay-at-home mom, even though she wanted to be an artist, just because you chose a job that doesn't let you have enough time for your kids. Which honestly, I don't think even that is true, considering the fact that he's around with the kids a lot. But anyway.
Do you want me to apologize for saving us thousands of dollars? Or for saving you the crushing disappointment of being a failed artist? Fine. Then I am sorry for not letting you waste your life. Well,
Sorry, Doc. We can't afford house calls. Give me that. I'll take this to the room. So what's your plan?
You mean our plan? Remember when you told me that a YouTube breakthrough needs something massive?
Vaguely.
I think that was the problem with our last video. Not massive enough. Luckily, I think I have the right solution.
First of all, I'm not dealing with another montage, and second of all, I might as well say this as they're building the thing. Because guess what? I'm not risking getting copyrighted. Like, I want to be a little efficient here. So first of all, I don't think you realize what you're doing, Cody. Because here's the problem. The moment you set a standard, you have to stick by that standard. What do I mean? Quite simple. Think about it. Let's say, like, he wants to do a massive thing by building a house of Legos, right? Well, it's a very simple question here. What will you do after that? Like, even if his channel succeeds, the problem is that now people will expect something as massive as that every time. You've set the standard. That's the standard of your content now. Like, for example, let's say Mr. Beast. The thing about Mr. Beast is that he set the standard of his videos being crazy big and all that. Did he once break that standard? He didn't. Because he knows that he set the standard of his videos being really big and really I don't know if I should call them chaotic, but like maybe they're chaotic a bit. Like, Mr. Beast set a standard that he has to stick by. That's the main problem. Like, yeah, you have to kind of do something massive, but here's the thing. If you keep doing what you're doing at a consistent rate, yes, you'll get subscribers in a slower way, but you build a standard. You have a standard, but the problem is that, like, look, I feel like I'm going a little too long here. So basically, the main problem is that if the video that's supposed to put him on the map is a video about him building a house of Legos or like a home of Legos, then the problem is that now his fans will expect him to make something something or a project as big as that every time. Well, let's be honest, that simply isn't feasible. Sooner or later, he'll run out of ideas. And also, where did you get the budget to get all these Legos, my guy? Anyway. Nope. Oh my god. Perfect.
Hey. Hey.
can't believe we did it. I can't wait for this to go viral.
Dude, I'm like super exhausted. Can we talk about this later?
Sorry. It's hard to sleep on the couch.
May I ask, where did he get the money for this? Because I'm pretty sure he didn't take his dad's credit card. So, where did he get the money to build all this, by the way? Like, will they genuinely answer that? And I don't think I skipped anything legitimate. Like, wait a minute. Maybe there's something there? Like a laptop? What are you doing? I think that, no, I think he was just editing it there. Because, like, I genuinely want to ask, where did he get the money for this? He obviously doesn't have any money. He's depending on his dad's money. So where did you get the money to buy all these Legos, by the way? Oh, you're not gonna answer me. Good, we have a plot hole.
Fine. Just take the bet if it's good enough for you, Your Majesty.
Chill.
No, bro. Like, I help you out with everything all the time, and I'm just asking you to let me sleep in peace. I have work in the morning. I kind of can't afford to miss it.
Because of the medical bills? Why didn't you tell me?
I tried. I can't. I have to go, and I work. Sorry it takes so long, bro. My grandma.
Love her. She's amazing. Hey, can you grab that box for me?
It's always about you all the time.
Like father, like son, I suppose. He's the same as his father. Only cares about himself. Selfish all the time. Wants people to do the thing that will bring him the best thing without considering what they're going through. The dad did this with the mom, where the mom wanted to be an artist, but because the dad decided to be a doctor, which makes him stay away all the time, which honestly, even the stay away all the time thing, I don't even believe, because he shows himself around way too much for someone who's supposed to be not around most of the time, if you know what I mean. So, like, he basically forced the mom to stay at home because of the fact that his job was too busy. So, a selfish act. Like, if your problem is your job, try to fix it. Don't make someone else not do what they love. And when it comes to Cody, like, my guy, you've heard your friend mention the medical bills, like, not mention them, but at least hint at them being indirect, to the point that anybody anybody in his place who would have heard him out would have easily figured out what was going on. So, like, yeah, like father, like son, I suppose.
You never even care to ask me if I need anything or if I'm okay. You're just... I'm sure you're gonna forget all about me once you go viral. Enjoy the bed.
Oh, well. If it isn't my little long-lost loser. I mean, brother. Tell me, how's life in the slums?
Oh my gosh. Aren't you Cody from Brick by Brick?
Dude, that Lego house video is all over my feed. What video?
Yo, babe, that video's legit. I can't even hate, man. You got some serious skill. Look, he's got over 1 million subscribers.
I'm sorry, how the fuck? My guy, you almost got me to swear. Like, what? How? What was the time frame? Wait a minute. 32 million views. Should I say how unrealistic that is? Because from the time frame I've seen, the video's only been uploaded for a day or two. Like, now that I think about it, where's the time? Shouldn't the time be put around here somewhere? Like, that would honestly help explain it, because, like, mind you, anybody who even understands YouTube slightly knows that this number is impossible. This number is just impossible. You're telling me a person who had less than 100, who had like around 100 subscribers, managed to get around 30 million views suddenly, when one video that only lasted, that only came out a week, that only came out a day ago. Anybody who knows the algorithm, like, doesn't even have to know the algorithm bit by bit, like, someone who knows the algorithm a little bit, like, I think I know a little bit about it, like, surface level, like, not that much, but still know a bit about it. I can tell you with confidence, this number is impossible. There's no way you're telling me he got 32 million views. How? Well, think about it. First of all, let's think about a time frame here. You're telling me a guy with 100 subscribers managed to get this amount in one day. Look, let me explain to you, because you guys might be a little confused if you don't understand the algorithm that well. Basically, there's a rule that you must follow. The bigger someone is, the higher reach that they're gonna have by default. A YouTuber with 1 million subscribers is gonna have a lot more reach compared to, let's say, a YouTuber with 100,000 or like 10,000. But this guy, forget that, he has 100 subscribers. And you wanna know what? Something funny that I just thought about? He's not earning a single dime from this. How? Well, remember, for a YouTuber to earn money, they have to be in a YouTuber partner program. And look, if his stats were true, that means that he's supposed to be already eligible. Which, you know, like, if you don't know, for a YouTuber that makes why do I keep forgetting stuff? Like, long form videos. For a YouTuber who is making long form videos, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours that you earned around the year. Which means that public watch hours from, let's say, over a year ago don't count. You need that metric for you to start earning money. And mind you, even then, you still have to wait for the acceptance email. It's like you're not gonna get accepted right away. So, like, the funny thing is that he will not earn a single dime from this, because you have to be in the partner program, remember? And he isn't in the partner program. This video would make him eligible, but he simply wouldn't have enough time, as the program itself for you to join it requires, I myself, I'm still non-existent, so I can't really comment on it personally, but I've heard that it takes around, 2 weeks to a month. So yeah, he isn't earning a single dime from this, even if it was somehow possible. And it isn't possible because, again, for a YouTuber this small, him getting this amount of views is impossible. Forget very unlikely, impossible. Like, if you look at YouTubers with 10,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers, you'll see that there's very high chance that their highest viewed video ever doesn't have this much. And they, by default, have much higher reach compared to him. Do you now understand why this figure is impossible? And the worst part, he ain't earning a single dime from this. Congratulations, Cody. Anyway.
Today, I'm gonna build an entire house made out of LEGOS.
Okay, now you're being inconsistent. Didn't you just say it was 32 million? Now you're saying it's only 1 mil?
Jacob, let's see how it turned out.
Wanted to see me, sir.
Oh, doctor, I need to ask you something. Is this your son?
Oh, and when I say full size, I mean it.
Again, where did he get the money? Just tell me, where did you get it? Because I think everyone can tell that this would cost a lot of money.
This place is actually big enough to live in. So what if it's not 4K? Lego construction is hungry work.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna deal with this.
Because brick by brick, we make it happen.
I am so sorry about this, sir. If my son has done anything to embarrass this hospital...
Embarrassed? It's quite the opposite. He's caused a lot of excitement.
May I ask, how did his boss even know about this? Like, is this just for the sake of plot?
In fact, my kids would love to meet him.
Let me see the metrics. Like, it's gonna be a little far.
It's quite the opposite. He's caused a lot of excitement. In fact, my kids would...
Okay, man. Like, these people be giving me the worst angles possible. Just tell me the description. Give me the description.
Love to meet him.
I am throwing... DharMann, if I had a webcam now, if I had a webcam, I would have thrown the chair I'm sitting on right now. The only reason I'm not doing it is because since I don't have a webcam, it would have been caught on camera, and I would have to take time to pick the chair up, which basically would mean it would be useless. But, like, come on. Like, look, I'm being genuine when I say this. I'm not hating on him or anything. I'm not being jealous or anything. Like, it's just a story. But, like, genuinely, ask anybody who understands the algorithm, and they will tell you that this is impossible. A YouTuber with 100 subscribers can't get 32 million in less than a day. Impossible. Do you want to know why? Remember when I said the whole thing about when you're a small YouTuber, which means you don't really have consistent subscribers just yet, you're gonna need to appease group number 1 and then move on to group number 2 and appease that group to get to group number 3 and so on and so forth? He still has to go through those steps because it's not like he had dedicated subscribers for them to push his videos even more. Because remember, like usually what the big creators thrive off of is because of the fact that they have subscribers who will watch them, the algorithm sees, these people are watching this video in full. That means it must be good, so they push it out to even more people. That's how big YouTubers get a lot of views. Not only from their subscribers, but also from viewers who have never seen them or like haven't subscribed yet, you know what I mean? But for him, like my guy, one day is not enough for you to reach 30 million. Impossible. Like, again, it's impossible. This is impossible. Anyway.
Guess who made early decision for UCLA?
That's great, honey, but I have to speak with your brother. Everyone at the hospital is talking about you.
Okay, before you yell at me...
No, I'm not. I'm here to apologize. I was wrong, I'm sorry. Very proud of you.
Really? Why should I feel good for him for something he didn't earn? Like, I'm sorry, you can't tell me with a straight face that he earned 1 million subscribers right away. Because remember, for you to get 1 million subscribers, you don't just have to do something big. Like, you have two options. Either do something big and then be consistent with that big thing. Like, the positive about the big thing is that you get more subscribers right away because you know you did something big. You did something that's never been done before. But the negative side is that you pretty much kept that standard. You either keep that standard or push it even further, or you're done for, because now people expect that from you. Congratulations, pal. And if you go the route of doing small but consistent projects, as long as it's good content and it's what people want, you'll get consistent subscribers. Like, yes, it's gonna take longer for you to get your subscribers, but not only will the standard that's followed be easier to meet, but also you'll actually get consistent revenue. Because, sorry to tell you guys this, but this guy ain't earning a single dime. He ain't gonna earn a single dime. Because remember, YouTube isn't just about get a lot of views, get a lot of money. Okay, maybe it's like that, but like at the beginning, it's definitely not. Because first of all, you have to appease the YouTube partner requirements, which if you don't know, again, I've said them before, but I'll say it again. If you're a long-form creator, then what you need is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours that have been done around the year. So they're not gonna collect all the watch hours, but they're only gonna collect ones that have been gained in less than a year. As long as a year hasn't passed, they still count. And I would tell you that, and also if you want to do YouTube Shorts, it replaces that 4,000 watch hours with 10 million views. But like anyway, like I would say here that even if his video succeeding was somehow possible, he wouldn't be able to get the money. Because for him to get the money, he would have already had to be in the partnership program. Like, let me give you an example. If let's say I had a video that earned 1,000 views. I earned the 500 views before I became a partner, and another 500 after I became a partner. I will not earn views off of the first 500. I will only owe money on the views that were from the last 500 because those happened while I was a partner, when my videos were monetized. So like for his case, all of his views came in before he became a partner, which means that all of that money ain't going anywhere. You ain't earning a single dime, buddy. Because mind you, like the partnership program requires like at least 2 to 2 weeks. Like again, I'm speaking off of estimates I found a long time ago because like you can see from my viewer count and my subscriber count that I'm nowhere near the goal. But I'm telling you that like the estimate I've seen is that you're gonna need like 2 weeks is honestly for me, but like a month or so for them to accept you. Like it's not gonna be an instant acceptance. So like even if he reached the requirements early and immediately requested being in the program, he wouldn't earn the money because by the time he actually gets accepted, the video would have already died, or like it wouldn't get as many views as it used to. Like that's why this doesn't make sense. First of all, he built an unrealistic standard where every time people will expect something huge from him, like building a home of Legos. Now that's the standard you have to live by. Congratulations, pal. And, okay, like, why am I stuck on these frames? But, like, anyway, like, think about it. Genuinely think about it. Not only does he have to live by these unrealistic standards, but because, you know, there's no way you're telling me he's gonna be able to consistently get this big every time. And second of all, the money isn't consistent, because, like, you guys might have heard of this if you've been watching YouTubers for a bit. But, like, one rule that you follow is that you don't get the same amount of money equally every month. And I'm not talking about it's because of views or anything. Even if the views were the exact same, you don't earn the same amount of money every month. Like, the golden rule is that the months where people earn the most money, or like when YouTubers earn the most money, is November and December, due to, Christmas and buying gifts, so the advertisers pay even more, stuff like that. And when's the drought where you earn the least money no matter how much you do? January. That's a golden rule. That's a rule that's always followed no matter what profession you're doing, no matter what videos you're making. That's a golden rule. Like, genuinely, look at any YouTuber who talked about this and you'll find what I exactly talked about. The golden months are November and December, with the drought being this January and maybe February. Those are the golden months and the drought. So, like, yeah, his views aren't gonna be consistent even if his money isn't gonna be consistent even if he gets the exact same views. Like, that's why it's not a good thing. And that video, like, first of all, him getting 32 million views for someone who's at 100 subscribers is pretty much impossible, because even if every group liked your video, you wouldn't be able to reach even, like, 1 million or 2 million in time, let alone 32 million. And also, you ain't earning a single dime. Like, I keep repeating this because they keep acting as if this is some sort of success. As if you earned thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. Which, yes, with a 32 million views video, would be possible. But guess what? He ain't a partner yet. And you wanna know how I know? This video was his breakthrough. He couldn't have reached the requirements until that video came out. And again, for you to be a partner, you need to take a while just to be accepted. So yeah. It's not that easy, and any money you could have earned from it, you wouldn't earn it. Congratulations, pal. Anyway.
That is great. Also, why don't I drive us to Fenton's for some ice cream to celebrate, huh?
Actually, I think I can drive myself.
A Porsche?
Thanks to YouTube AdSense, I'm making 6 figures.
Show me your numbers. I dare you.
You're making 6 figures in a year?
A month, actually.
What else are you doing with all that money?
My goodness gracious. What the 6 figures in a month? It's possible, but like, how? YouTube AdSense, when did you become a partner? So much stuff wrong with this. Like, honestly, it's a good thing that I have a good amount of YouTube knowledge, because DharMann, you're a YouTube creator. Of all people, you would know that this doesn't make sense. Why, DharMann? Why do you have to be so unrealistic? Oh boy, I feel so bad for the kids who will think, oh yeah, I will do something massive and then I'll earn 6 figures in a month. No, that ain't gonna happen. Because first of all, what's YouTube AdSense? For the last time, you aren't even a partner yet. You would have needed that video for you to reach the requirements, and you aren't gonna even be accepted until at least a month or so. And even if it isn't a month, you're definitely not gonna be accepted in a day. And also, like, considering the time frame, all of his views did come in a day. And also, this part also doesn't make sense, because guess what? Like, I don't know what day in a month this is, but like, YouTubers, just like every other person in the world, only earn at the end of the month. Because, like, think about it. Videos can earn as much money as they could. So how are you gonna give YouTubers a baseline for how much YouTube is gonna pay them? But simple. YouTubers get paid every month. So, like, unless this happened to be right at the end of the month, I might announce without even accounting for the fact that you also have to make sure that he's a YouTube partner, which he likely isn't, because first of all, his video reaching 32 million subscribers is impossible, and second of all, even if it did, you would have fulfilled the requirements, yes, but you'd have still needed to wait a bit for you to be accepted, and by the time that happens, your video would have died or would have earned way less views. And on top of that, even if you did manage to do all this, which, you know, is impossible, it's 0.0000000%. Forget the 1%. It's straight up 0%. Even if you managed to do all this, unless this was the end of the month, you ain't even seeing a bit of that cash. Like, just like a normal job, you have to wait until the end of the month. Like, I don't know if YouTube pays bi-weekly or monthly, but like, if you watch YouTubers, you will know YouTubers only earn money at every month, at the end of every month or at the start of every month. Like, you know, every monthly. You know, like every other job in the world. Like, think about it. How is it that when YouTubers delete videos, they essentially lose out on the revenue? It's because unless the next month comes by, any revenue they would have earned from that video is gone. That's how it works. So, like, unless you have all that stuff stacked on top of each other, which, you know, the first two and three are pretty much impossible alone, let alone together. Like, do you guys see it? Do you guys see this? Do you guys see how impossible this is? Like, those three things I mentioned, his video getting 32 million views, him being a partner, him getting 6 figures, him suddenly getting 6 figures, all of those would have already been impossible single-handedly. Imagine together. Imagine together. Because, like, 32 million views, I honestly can't really judge exactly how much that would be, but, like, 6 figures immediately? Like, maybe, but at the same time, like, that number ain't consistent. It's not like you're gonna get 32 million views every month, my boy. Oh, my boy. When was the last time I had a rant this big? Anyway. Can I just skip this? We all know what's gonna happen. The man got him the money, of course. Yep.
To follow your passion too. Thought this.
Yeah, look, let's be honest. This is not worth it. Like, I'm not wasting a minute. Oh, but like, my god. Like, this is one of the biggest rants I've had in a while. Like, you guys better be counting on this. If these people are gonna be involving YouTube money in some way, shape, or form, you better be counting on the fact that I'm gonna make a rant about this, because DharMann is never gonna make a video where the YouTube partner thing actually makes sense. Like, genuinely, if you have the slightest bit about YouTube knowledge, and I'm not saying you should, like, unless you want to be a creator, you likely wouldn't really have any idea about it. But, like, let me tell you this. What he did is impossible. Like, I genuinely feel bad for the kids who are watching this video. Not my video, but the original one. Because, like, they think that they can easily get into YouTube, the YouTube partner program. Which, yeah, like, as long as you fulfill the requirements, you can do that. But, like, they think they can easily get 6 figures in a month with just one video. Which, again, is possible, but it would require a lot more time than this. First of all, again, a person who has 100 subscribers getting 32 million views on a video, especially this early, is impossible. Because remember, at his stage, his reach is much less compared to a big YouTuber. And on top of even that, he would, like, imagine how many groups he would have had to appease in such a short time for him to reach that level. Remember, when you're small, you don't have dedicated subscribers who watch your entire video for your video to be recommended. So you're depending on the first group, and then the second group, and then the third group, and then so on and so forth. Imagine how many groups you would have had to go through to get to even 1 million, let alone 32. What the genuine... Like, do you guys see how unrealistic this is? Like, my goodness, what a rant. Like, again, this is pretty much setting an unrealistic standard, because, like, even if all of this were to be true, like, this ain't consistency. You aren't gonna earn 6 figures every month. That's impossible. That video, even if all of this was realistic, that video is possibly your peak unless you overdo yourself. And, like, again, I feel like I don't really need to recap all the problems, because, like, here's the thing. Unless I can summarize them, I'd be wasting your time, because I already said this. But, like, I'll try to summarize them as much as possible. First of all, like, here are the main problems with it. First of all, him reaching 32 million subscribers is impossible. Him reaching 1 million in such a short time is impossible. Him becoming a YouTube partner and getting money from this video is pretty much impossible, since even if he fulfilled the requirements, he would still have to wait a while for him to be accepted, and his money is inconsistent, and he had now set the standard of him having to do something as big as Home of Legos or even more every time. Because guess what? If that's the first video people watch of you, they'll expect something of that level every time. And I want to see how many times you can do something on that level, or even outdo yourself. I want to see how many times you can do that. That's my main issues with it. Like, maybe there are a couple more that I mentioned and that I forgot about, because, you know, I'm trying to make this outro a little quick, because, you know, this is supposed to be a summary. I'm not supposed to re-explain everything on over again, because that would make the video way too long for no reason. Oh boy. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave the post video and write the video to comments, as well as the link to the channel in the video description. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.